Hello and welcome back to Sly 2, Band of Thieves. We have a ballroom dance party to infiltrate.
Hello, I'm here for the dance.
Huh? Sorry, sir, but we have a dress code. You got a tuxedo?
No.
Sorry, pal. No tux, no entry.
Sorry, Sly. Somehow I totally overlooked the need for formal wear. That guy's not going to let you in without a tuxedo.
Don't beat yourself up, Bentley. At a party this ritzy, there has to be a spare penguin suit around here somewhere.
Try the guest house. Someone may have overpacked.
Was it really necessary to take out the binocular comps for that? I don't know. Also, ritzy, again, speaking of English that I apparently don't know, there seems to be a lot of English I don't know. I like to call myself fluent, but that's apparently maybe a stretch. I've never heard the word ritzy before this game. Or since, for that matter. I'm guessing it means something along the lines of fancy? Maybe with a hint of schmancy? I don't know.
Okay, Bentley. I'm in position inside the guest house. Have any intel for me?
Well, I'd recommend searching all the rooms. It's statistically probable that each should hold at least one portion of a tuxedo.
What do I look for inside the rooms?
This isn't an exact science. Ransack the place until you find part of a tuxedo.
Any plan which involves ransacking is okay with me.
Same here, buddy. Now, okay, I'm on board with the math that the probability of at least one person, at least one room having at least one thing or something, I don't know. But what are the odds that every room that happens to have one extra suit piece for that matter, it always happens to be a different suit piece? I don't know. I word this a bit poorly. Rajan's talking about something or other. I don't really know what it's about. But speaking of Rajan, this is actually his room. Interestingly enough, I think Bentley would say something. Maybe Rajan himself says something. Here's some pictures of him at least. I forget who tells you this, but I thought maybe, yeah, here we go. His bed area is over here, and it's kind of weird that, there we go, we got some shoes. What's kind of weird is, does Rajan really have the same size as Sly? I find that a little bit hard to believe, but apparently that's the case. Bentley's talking about something or other right now. Maybe that's about this being Rajan's room. I can't remember for the life of me, but I'm certain of it at least, and that's the important part. Now, there's an exit here, and I do not actually recommend taking it. All of the guest rooms have doors that lead to the outside, but oh shit, I forgot the smoke bombs. The problem with this is that I find it easier to get turned around if you go outside, so I recommend just staying on the inside if you don't want the extra challenge or something, I suppose. I don't know. Also, if you're wondering why I was struggling with the smoke bomb there, it's kind of a weird detail, but when I'm practicing for this game, I have the smoke bombs on L2, but here I have them on R2. That switch is completely accidental, but I haven't bothered to do anything about it because it's... fuck it, I'm not gonna bother. Anyway, all the rooms, as you can probably guess, have one suit piece and only one, so there's no point in ransacking the rest of the place unless you want the money. Which of course is a very viable reason to, it's a very...
need to use your stealth attack in here.
Yeah, thanks, Bentley. I never would have thought to do so.
Guys up into the air.
What, next you're gonna tell me to jump and hit the circle button or something? God damn it, Bentley. Benny! Fucking... Words and names are difficult. But yeah, if you have the time and patience, I wouldn't say it's a bad idea to, Wow, he really got that easily distracted. That was kind of weird. He just turned around. That was looking weird. But yeah, if you have the time and patience, I see no reason why you shouldn't just ransack the place to get all the money. I would do so if I were just playing on my own time, but I'd like to be a little bit more efficient for the sake of this video. For that matter, there we go. The suit pieces are all gonna be in different locations in the different rooms. I think it's a set and it's not just random, but I can't really remember each individual room which part of the room has which suit part or something like that. Like, that's stupid details. No one cares about that. Also, no one cares about snakes. They're not really a threat. So here we have the fourth room. Kinda lucky that there happens to be just as many rooms as we need suit pieces, and just as many and just the exact suit pieces. Well, the gloves weren't really necessary, I'd say. I've never really worn gloves when trying to look fancy. I wear gloves when I want to look like a hobo, I guess. By which I mean I have these gloves with like the fingertips cut off, because that looks kind of nice, I guess. I like to wear that when going outside because they have the advantage that normal gloves have, that they look good, but they don't actually function as gloves. So they're actually completely pointless. I just like how they look, honestly. But here we go. Bow tie. Very cool.
That's it. Now that you've got a complete tuxedo, the doorman will let you into the ballroom.
You got your tuxedo now, sir?
Of course I do. I'm here to dance.
Then come on in.
Your tuxedo disguise is working perfectly. No one will recognize you in that outfit. Now, during the heist, you'll need to dance with Carmelita to keep both her and the crowd distracted. The only problem is, she's picky about dance partners, so you'll need to impress her first.
All right, I know just the girl for the job. Constable Neela, you look lovely this evening.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
I used to chase after you back in Paris.
Paris? Sly Cooper? You aren't by any chance here to turn yourself in? Old Ironsides would fall out of her dress.
As good as that sounds, how about a dance first?
Enchanté.
Try to memorize the steps. Now your turn.
Yeah, you see that, Bentley? You can do a tutorial in just 7 fucking words. It's not that hard. You don't need to talk for 5 minutes. Okay, anyway. I like this a lot. The minigame itself isn't anything thrilling, you just repeat the buttons as you can see, but I really like how this game isn't afraid to put characters in strange situations. And I like that, even through something as small as this, we get to know Neela a little bit better.
Are you using me to get at Old Ironsides?
Yes, I am. Do you mind?
Not at all.
I feel like this says a lot about her, and not to mention her approach to her job. I mean, of course, it hasn't exactly been a secret up to this point that she's willing to bend the rules a little bit. But I mean, one thing is giving a somewhat discreet hint that someone else might be doing bad stuff that Sly can help with. One thing is helping him into an illegal location. But this is actively working against the police. For the sake of the police. That's crazy.
That fellow is very graceful.
If only you moved spice shipments as well.
Silence.
Seeing Rajan there actually reminded me, I believe Rajan and Neela are supposed to be the same species? Some sort of Indian tiger of some sort? I think that's an interesting detail. I also find it interesting seeing Neela actually without her hijab. That's not exactly a sight you're gonna get used to. I don't know, I never imagined that Neela actually had black hair. I thought it would be a lighter, maybe like brown or blonde or something. Not blonde, that would have been weird, but dirty blonde or something, I don't know. Whatever, back to her personality and not her hair. Clearly my priorities are straight here. I like Neela's clear fight fire with fire mentality. Of course all of Interpol knows that shady stuff is going on, but by, again, actively letting Sly go against the police in this way, it shows that Neela is willing to put a knife in a back or two, if she has to.
Thank you. That was delightful.
Thank you, Constable Neela. After all, it takes 2 to tango.
Yes, and 3 is always a crowd. Neela, your friend here is quite an accomplished dancer. I tried to make him look good. Please, Neela, his skills far surpass you.
Perhaps later you and I might share a dance, Miss...
Miss Fox. Carmelita Fox. And I accept.
Alright boys, we're ready for the next phase. My plan to get at the Clockwork Wings requires the use of the electric winch above the ballroom. To get control over the device, I'll need to hack the computers in Rajad's boardroom. Plus, we'll need an extra strong saw blade to cut the wings off the statue. To make a saw blade that durable, I'll need Sly to steal the gems off the headdresses on Rajad's prize elephants. And finally, I'll take to the field with my remote control helicopter and nullify the palace's surface-to-air defenses. That should clear things up for the heist.
For the final mission we do today, let's address the elephant in the room.
Sly, we need to find a way to get Rajad's prize elephants out of their pen.
I don't know, Bentley. That door looks pretty heavy. Maybe I can crawl in that hole under the steps and find an alternate route.
I love how Sly's hat went on its own there, because sometimes when Sly's talking in the binocular, he'll enter his idle animation in sort of the, what do I want to say, the real world, outside of the binocular, but his model in the binocular will reflect his actions, so if he, like, takes out his hat, it'll do the same in the binocular, and it's just weird. It doesn't happen all the time, though, because, you know, it's not intentional, but... Anyway, doing this thing, whatever we just did...
Wow, you sure look spooked.
A job well done, Sly. Now comes the hard part. I need you to snatch the headdress jewels worn by both elephants. The jewels are firmly embedded, so keep whacking at them with your cane to knock one loose.
I'll need to make use of the rooftops to get to one of the elephants' backs, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem at all. In fact, it probably would have done so anyway, just because it's the most convenient usually. So our objective here... Oh, come on. Do you really need to do that? There, go away. Wait, where'd my elephant go? Wasn't it just on the... Oh no, he turned around there. So the elephant oozed this red smoke of some sort. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to be. I guess it's the spices. But they make it easy to keep a track of where the elephants are. So just jump on their backs and start whacking at the crystals. We have 6 crystals to get, and yeah, there's no way to avoid getting thrown off like that, so you need to chase the elephant down again. It's honestly not really my favorite pastime, but it's not the worst. It's not the end of the world either, as I usually tend to say. I need to find new sayings. I need to stop repeating myself in such ways. It's kinda bothersome, to be honest. I don't like this mission a whole lot. It's really just kind of... Sure, Bentley, thanks. I wasn't even on the back, thanks for reminding me. No, but as you can probably tell, we have 6 crystals. As Bentley said, the trunk is gonna try and... Hey, boy, I am on the wrong thing. Trunk is gonna try and hit you down. You need to jump over it, obviously. Hey, camera, you're in the way. Well, the building is in the way. The camera's just doing its best. Then once you have the 3 ones on this elephant, we have another elephant, and it's kind of repetitious and boring, and I hate it. But no, I don't hate it, I'm sorry. I just use hyperbole when I'm bored, and when I'm entertained, and usually, actually. Just kind of in general. There we go, that's the 3rd one.
You got all the jewels off that elephant, now focus on the other one.
Sounds like a good plan. They're very easy to track down, at least, because in addition to the smoke they use, they have the markers on them with the GPS somehow. I don't know, Bentley's a genius. He's really quite amazing when it comes to GPS stuff. I mean, that's selling him short. Bentley's amazing with most things. There we go, after having done this nonsense a whole total of 6 times. The guards will finally notice after the elephant's just wandering around aimlessly for a long time. You know, however long you take.
That's it! With these jewels, I can make an ultra-hard radial saw for the heist.
I don't mean to sound like juvenile or anything, but you really couldn't have worded that better, Bentley? Whatever. With that, we are well on our way to be well prepared for our big heist to get the Clockwork Wings. So how about next time we go ahead and continue this preparation for the big heist. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.